Hello everybody, this is Mr. T. Mitchell, and this is a great sports debate, Harris and Boggs. Let's debate this mother! Matt Boggs, who are your top 10 NBA players of all time?
Well, we'll start with the top. Obviously, Jordan. You can't agree with that.
What?
You can agree with that.
Yeah, definitely. He's the best player.
Best player ever. Nobody's going to disagree. But here's where we take a really interesting turn. I have LBJ, LeBron James, number 2. He has Kareem, the I root for the Lakers, Jabbar, number 2. Talk about it.
What's wrong with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
He's Cal Ripken of basketball. He just played for so long.
But he was 10 times better than Cal was at baseball.
This is what he did.
71 Finals MVP, 85 Finals MVP as well. He was dominant for years and years and years.
Played with Magic Johnson. Who else did he play with? Michael Cooper.
He coaches women's basketball. Who cares about Michael Cooper?
I'm going to throw this pin in the...
James Worth, he had some good players.
Point being, played with great talent. Larry Hughes, Eric Snow, Zildrunas Ilgauskas.
Nice guy. He's a father.
Suck a cock. You need to put this down here a little bit.
No.
And put this up here a little bit.
He won at every level, high school, college. He dominated everything. He's the most dominant player imaginable for many, many years.
For the Lakers.
He also won with the Milwaukee Bucks, too. I don't remember him playing the Bucks very good, were they? Anyway, keep moving down your list. Let's go.
Alright, number 3, Mr. Bill Russell. 11 rings. 11 rings. But time out from the game. Time out from the goddamn game. This guy won 11 rings with the best basketball players in the world. It was one basketball team, the Celtics, and everybody else trying to beat them. They had all the talent. Nonetheless, Mr. Russell deserves the respect. You. Let's talk about it.
Magic Johnson, greatest point guard of all time.
Yes.
Well, what do you want from him? He dominated 5 titles, 3-time MVP. I mean, nobody could pass like Magic. He could rebound, he could shoot, he could do everything.
Once again, this person played with this person.
Correct. He dominated before they got
together. So
he
dominated.
Correct. They
all
were the best.
time.
Right.
That's
he
why.
dominated in the 60s, 70s, 80s.
Love him.
He won without him as well.
Ridiculous choice at number 2. Ridiculous choice at number 2. Kareem.
Most points all time.
Alright, let's move on. Now I have Magic at 4. Magic is at 4 on my list. He's one of my favorite players that's ever played the game.
You dissed him all the time.
But
Continue, but you do diss him.
one of my favorite players ever, Magic Johnson. But how do you not put Bill Russell, LeBron James, and Michael Jordan
I think he had a bigger impact on the game. He changed the way the game was played. He saved the NBA.
Who did?
Magic.
Magic and Bird saved the NBA. So if you're going to say that,
But as a two, Magic was better.
yeah, but he played on a better team.
Those Celtics teams were loaded too. McHale, Parrish, DJ. They had all those people. Bill Walton coming off the bench for Christ's
Magic is number 4. Talk about it.
Bill Russell, like you said, 11 rings. Great rebounder, best defensive player of all time. That's why he's on my list.
Yeah.
He was the best defensive player. Who do you have? LeBron, I'm assuming, that he's the greatest at everything?
He's the best.
Yeah,
He's
he
the better
has
defender.
better numbers in every category.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna be bold. This bullshit ass was lucky he didn't live in the era we live in today. Is he the best of all time? Yes. However, had he played in today's game, he is the same as this young man.
Get your hands off of him.
They're the same player. Guess who's better than them? This young man. But I'm not going to be disrespectful
Don't
Jordan
even
is
think about
Jordan's
moving him
better
up here.
because he's got his 6
Don't
rings
even
with Scottie
fucking think
Pippen
about it.
and all them. Number 2 player of all time, LeBron James. How many titles he wins is going to determine whether he surpasses that.
He also has a massive choke job against the Dallas Mavericks featuring J.J. Barrera and Jason Kidd guarding him.
Didn't your dad die from a massive choke job?
Bullshit. I can guard better defense than J.J. Barrera. LeBron got 15 points a game.
Unreal. You act like
15 in the finals. Was the second best player of all time. He got 15
he says what he wants to hear.
points a game.
J.J. Barrera guarded LeBron James the whole series.
He was out
according to
there,
this
Jason
guy.
Kidd. They dominated. Keep it moving. 5 is the sex. Go.
The sex. Okay.
Did you check
This
that?
is the sex. Wilt Chamberlain claims to have sex with 20,000 women. And I'll put another parentheses and say lie. Although, he's a very good
Did you
basketball
just
player.
list don't lie? Is that I thought it was an A underline, but I don't know what the fuck that was.
I'm sorry you don't know how to do graffiti like I do.
Easy.
Wilt,
for fucking
number 5, Kobe. Let's put him down here somewhere.
bullshit.
This does not match up. Wilt Chamberlain, Kobe Bryant. Get this ugly son of a raping bitch down here somewhere. You're comparing him to
Christ's
Wilt.
sakes. Unbelievable. The greatest pure scorer of all time at number 5 here. 81 points a game. At 6'6", 81 points in one game. 5 NBA
Congrats, you
championships.
shot a lot.
More than him. Best player on 2 of those championships.
Your cousin
More
would
than
get
him.
81 if he shot that many times.
Bullshit. 81, 5 championships, best player on 2 of them. Great perimeter defender, great post game.
You gotta use that Sharpie. Okay, yeah,
Best-
81.
Best
I'm not
jump
mad
shot
at that,
of all
ladies and
time.
gentlemen. I'm not mad at 81.
Best mid-range
But
jump
he
shot of all
shot so
time.
many times. Jesus,
Isn't
tits.
the object of the game to score more points than the other team?
If that was everybody's game plan, we would be in
I'll
a
hope
really
that's their game
terrible
plan. You want to
situation.
score more points than them.
Why don't you go out there and see if you can put 80 up? Yeah, that's a good game plan.
Crappy team,
Fucker.
great player,
All right.
dominated for many years.
Next. 6.
Jabbar. I'll say something positive about it. You bashed the second greatest player of all time.
Second greatest player of all. If I didn't respect pieces, I would throw one of these at the camera. God damn it. 6'2". Do you see the discrepancy
You know
here?
how tall your mom was?
Number 2 of all time, Kareem, because he played for 30 years.
And he was great for 30 years, if you want to go.
He also lost his hair and wore goggles for a long time.
I mean, yeah, he couldn't see that.
Baloney, ladies and gentlemen. Number 2 is baloney. Fry that bitch up, put some cheese on it, on some toast, because that is baloney.
Alright, talk about Kareem. Why you have at 6?
He's an all-time great. Is he better than Wilt? No. This is how I look at it. The people I have before him, is he better than Wilt? Nope. Better Magic, the Age Johnson? Nope. Bill Russell? Nope. LeBron? Nope. Jordan? Nope. And you have him.
Do you think if he was on that man's teams in those times, they'd have won 11?
You act like you didn't have teammates.
Who, Kareem?
Yeah.
He was on great teams, of course, but
That's why. They don't say, oh, he didn't have these teammates.
they're all on great teams. He's on a great team now. I mean, everybody on his
Now, after 8
Correct.
years,
But like I've told you before, it's a marathon, not a sprint. He looks pretty right now. Maybe I'll have him higher, which I probably will in the end. But for now, if we're talking about current time, he cannot be number 2. That's ridiculous.
okay, just so everybody knows, he judges everyone on their accolades, their achievements over 30 years. I'm saying, who's a better basketball player? Ding, 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 ding. Better than ding, ding, ding.
He's better than him in certain
Ding.
things. He's better than him in certain things.
Oh,
You have to
go
count
fucking hell.
accolades in. You'll be able to use your
Go to
ability
fucking hell. He is so much better than this guy. All that guy can do is fucking hook shot.
It was effective, wasn't it? This is he makes a fancy pass. But
Let's
flips
move on,
everything.
ladies and gentlemen.
Anyway, you've shit all over Kareem, which is ridiculous.
No, this is ridiculous that you put him at number 2 all
The
time.
outfit your mom
This
wears
is where he belongs.
ridiculous.
You're lucky that's not a sword. I'd kill you. Alright. Kobe.
Now your dad died with a sword.
Oh, Wilt. You didn't even talk about why you got Wilt at 6. And you ain't got that motherfucker up here at 5.
I feel like Kobe did against better competition. Wilt never lived up to his potential. If he'd lived up to his potential and had a better work ethic, he could do so much more with his talent. If you're just on talent alone, he probably won. He's a great fucking player. He could do everything. He could rebound. Let the league assist one year.
If you feel that way about him.
No, I'm saying that I count everything in. Ability, what you do with your ability, your accolades, everything. He didn't live up to his hype. He could have been way up here, but no.
You can't say that. The guy put up crazy.
He cared more about
and he won
this.
championships.
He cared more about this
That's
than
true.
he did anything else. He cared about me doing fucking the ass. That was his biggest concern.
Okay, but you.
Who's going to get a hand job from that night? Anyway.
Right, but.
He never had the work ethic of these guys.
But he still put up.
They put up monster numbers, of course. Well, you also consider he could have put up those numbers then. He could have. I mean, he was taller than everybody else out there besides one person.
What more do you want him to do? He put up like 45 and 20.
But he should have won the fucking title every year of his ability, and he didn't.
No, because it's a team game.
He was on some very good Sixers teams, very good Lakers teams, good Warriors teams.
This is the word that you don't realize about basketball.
I'm worried it's a team game. That's an A.
Team. You don't realize that. You think all these are responsible for their titles. They're
I'm
not.
talking about individual.
Especially this little Alaskan bullshit fuck face.
I don't think he's from Alaska. I think he's from
Wherever the fuck he's from.
Puerto Rico. I think he made that
Let's
up.
draw Alaska already. Quit. You give him so much credit, and he's never done anything except a turnaround jumper. You act like he's this perimeter guard that's taking over games.
Alright, we're not got there. Get back to your list. You're on number 7. Kobe beating Bryant.
Alright, number 7. Bean. Strong Bean. It's a peanut. Let's talk about Bean. Great scorer. All-time great scorer.
Best pure scorer ever.
All-time bad
What are you looking for?
teammate. Bad.
Also
teammate.
a very bad teammate. You remember that Judd Bush got beat up? Steve Kerr also got beat up. Bad teammate.
Bad teammate. I'm not giving him credit because he emulates Michael Jordan in every way. He wants to be Michael Jordan. He's not his own
You
player.
have him number 7 on your list.
Right. He's an all-time great. I'm not taking away from that. But he emulates this man.
What you want to emulate?
And I see 1, and then I see 7. I see a couple different numbers in between those. This guy is not this guy. He
Obviously
wanted
not.
to be that, but he's not that guy.
He's still an all-time great, but you disrespect too much.
I don't disrespect him. I just don't like him.
You disrespect him though, saying he's a bad teammate. Who cares? Bad teammate.
Who cares? You're a bad teammate.
Bad
It's a team
teammate.
game.
You can still win, but
Then
not,
Dan Marino's the best quarterback ever.
you can win, but not being a great teammate, being best buddies and dancing around like him and doing photo shots.
Why does he have 5 rings?
He was on a great team with Shaq, and he won 2 on his own with no other Hall of Famers. Nobody else on this list can sit in with no other Hall of Famers.
Oh,
besides
wow.
this one.
Now Kobe is better than everybody on this
It's an
list.
achievement. It's a part of his resume. Doesn't
Part of-
make him better than him. It's just a part of his resume. That
He
he
just
won
couldn't
2 titles.
he couldn't even get past the first round until Pau Gasol came around. Then all of a sudden they started winning championships. The guy you hate, Pau Gasol,
He's a good player. He's not
Yes.
a Hall of Famer though.
Kobe Beef, could not even get past the first round without another good player. Guess who is better than that? Bang, suck one.
Bullshit.
Bang.
Eastern Conference against Dobbins Bennett on the weekends. Must be nice. There's nobody else to
Really?
play in the East.
You think the West, the Sacramento Kings are so good.
You love the Kings. by the way.
Cheated. 2001, 2002, suck one. Alright, let's go to the next one. I can't talk to you about Kobe anymore.
Alright, I got Bird at 7. Great shooter, great player. Do everything on the front court. Guard any position. Handle the ball. He can run any position on the court. Love Larry Bird.
I almost would substitute that with that.
He had the ability to take the game over more.
Why? Because he scored 81 points.
He was a better scorer. That's why I have him up here higher. He's a better scorer, better defender.
Bird's a better shooter.
Maybe the 3-point line. Mid-range, when he's he's on, there's nobody better than him.
All right. Timothy Duncan.
You've got Bird at 8. That's pretty interchangeable.
Yeah.
Tim Duncan, best power forward of all time. 4 titles, 3 times finals MVP. Well, you know, you don't like him because he's boring, he's not flashy.
He doesn't have to be flashy, but I think he got himself into a situation where he was going to win. Just like
But he doesn't have like
this rapist did. Got himself into a situation.
How's his mom doing? Her the one they still do.
Situations, watch your mouth. He was going to win.
But he doesn't
regardless.
have like all-time great. He has very good players. I'm not dissing Ginobili in his hairline or Parker the French, and he had David Robinson at the tail end of his career.
He did. All he does is shoot 16-footers.
He gets to the post.
He
necessary.
has never faced adversity and had to like take a game over.
No,
He's
they
never had to do that.
always dominated in their championship years from coast to coast.
Until you can be faced with adversity and prove somebody wrong, which he's never had to do.
Well, that's not his fault.
You will drop down here to me.
He dominated his peak years there. Yeah, he had pretty good teams. Not great. He's the best player on pretty good teams.
What would they do now?
What?
Let's say Duncan went to the fucking Jazz.
He's almost 40.
They would lose.
He's almost 40.
Okay, as a rookie, he would have lost. He's only that lucky. He played with David Robinson.
David Robinson, the tail end of his career. Tony Parker.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will move on. Since I want to choke this man, we'll talk about the Big O. And Mr. Shaquille O'Neal, which I do not have on my top 10.
That's an insult.
Your mom's butterfly tattoo is an insult.
Shaq, no. Oh, my God. All right, go.
He couldn't do. All right,
Big O.
I'll take the floor. This man, triple, double, average in a season. This man, 2 post moves. Which means this fat fucking gentleman over here was too big. Skill set, advantage him. Size, advantage fat boy.
He, at one point, early 2000s, was the most dominant player anybody had ever seen.
Yeah.
You have to have him in your top 10. He didn't sustain it long enough. He cared more about making bad rap, me, Kazam, and all other stupid shit than playing basketball.
But I can't put him ahead of these people because they were pure basketball talents. He's just a big.
He was very skilled. He's a good passer out of the post.
Pass.
He's underrated as a passer out of the post. Great.
Shaq.
Yeah, he could pass. He's a great kicking it out of the post.
He was a big fat ass.
He faced nothing but double teams. Nothing but double teams, and still put up 30 points. He dominated finals, ran through teams. I mean, he was. Not having him in the top 10 is ridiculous.
Well, to say he's not the most
It was a
important part
tough
of
cut
that.
for me. He's my number 11.
Big O?
Yeah, he's my number 11. It was
You gotta
tough.
put him in. He averages triple double. Nobody does that.
Right. He didn't do that. That's his big achievement. I mean,
He could pass the shit out of the
But he
ball.
didn't sustain
He could
that
score
for
the
a
shit out
long
of the
time
ball.
over-
He could rebound the shit out of the ball.
he didn't have the impact on the game. He didn't dominate like these people did on this.
No, you just don't know him because he wasn't in your
I mean,
time
sure,
period.
I've done my research on him. He's a great player. It was tough not to have him.
Research.
Not my top 10.
All right, number 10, ladies and gentlemen. Hakeem versus number 10, LeBron.
The Warden of the East. There's James.
I wish it was my house. I'd set it on fire.
Set your mom's ass on fire.
Number 10 all time, LeBron James. Really? Is this guy serious, or is he just losing his
I
head?
told you, it's a marathon, not a sprint. His career's not over. I'm sure when his career's over, he'll be up in this range for me.
Why does his career have to be over?
He hasn't.
Oh, he baked cupcakes for 19 years and delivered them to homeless shelters. That makes him great. No, he is what he is. He is what he is. This guy is better than this guy.
He has a massive choke job against Dallas Mavericks in the finals. He quit on the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Then why is he even in your top 10 if
He's
it's,
a
if
great
it's so serious?
player. That's why he's not higher up. I'm saying he's not higher up. Great player, could do anything.
He got his championship.
He did.
All these
Very
negative connotations with
and
number 10 here.
He will build on that, and he'll be higher up. I'm saying at the current moment.
Bang.
2012.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Are you serious?
How you gonna diss Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
He's genetically inferior. This guy.
Your legs are too thin for
He looks like Natasha.
Leave gaming legs out of it. She's a nice girl.
Okay. Bang. Bang. Big discrepancy. Let's talk about why I have him at 2 and you have it at 10.
Like I said, he's not far enough into his career.
Oh, we haven't won enough championships.
Hypothetically, one's if he just stunk it up for the rest of his career. I know it's not going to happen.
Exactly. So why would you even bring that up?
But
That's not going to happen.
that could happen. That didn't happen to these people. They've already laid their foundation, built their house. They're up there.
Why do you think people argue him and him?
Oh, it's true.
They don't argue Kobe.
They argued Kobe and him for fucking years. What the hell is that?
Oh shit. They never argued fucking Jordan and Kobe that much.
Kobe's considered
Now they're like,
to be the best. Like
Scottie Pippen said that this young man was better than this young man.
And then one day later, he retracted that statement.
Yeah, because Michael Jordan probably paid money to have somebody threaten him with a baseball
You think
bat.
Charles Oakley was involved?
Probably.
He loves to get the fist
This
bump.
man, substitute.
I can't do it yet. I just cannot commit to having him up there.
He's the best, man.
He's a great player.
He's Michael Jordan with the scoring. He's fucking Russell with the rebounding. He's Magic with the passing.
You got to think he averaged 10 rebounds a game, which he does not.
He does it when it matters in the playoffs.
He put up big numbers in the playoffs. He had a great all-time playoff performance. But give it
fucking Tim Duncan over LeBron James.
But one playoff great performance compared to 10 doesn't.
That says bullshit. Is what that says.
You act like that final in Dallas never happened. You act like he's dominated, steamrolled, boom, every year. Which he did not steamroll it. He didn't steamroll this year.
Okay, you're right.
With two other All-Stars.
He's right. Tim Duncan's better than LeBron James. Such a better basketball player.
Alright, fellas, if I may interject here, we got some good debating going on here, but I got some other questions for you.
Get the fuck off of him.
What, if you were to name the top 3 most talented basketball players of all time, who would be those top 3 NBA players?
You mean talented in
just raw abilities?
Yeah, just raw ability, basketball ability. It could be that guy and, playing in New York somewhere or something like that. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's what you said.
Go ahead.
I've got Jordan 1 still on that. I'm probably going to put Wilt in there on that and probably the Prince. Anyway, what's yours? You can get your hands off Don Madden in there.
Oh, what's your
Donnie Baseball. Top 3.
So you're talking athletically.
The most raw, talented basketball players of all
His
time.
footwork is still terrible, mind you.
Your mom's footwork is terrible.
Bullshit.
She was a horrible foot job. All right.
Well, this almost has a joke.
All right. Athletically, you got LeBron, Sean Kemp.
Sean Kemp?
He asked athletically.
Oh my.
I didn't say who's the best
Jesus
fucking player
Christ.
ever.
He's the best at doing blow, maybe. Anyway, sorry, continue.
Wow. LeBron, Sean Kemp, athletically, Dwight Howard, I guess.
Really? I can't. Sean Kemp just dunked the ball hard. He wasn't like skillful with the ball.
Oh! Look who's got this argument now. Captain, I just got Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he's a
scored to
great
save
player.
his mother's life.
Bullshit.
He's horrible.
How you diss the best center in the league, really? And say he's horrible. Who would you rather have?
That's sad for him to be considered the best center in the
You want
league.
Spencer Hawes? Would you rather have him?
No.
Now, you all, the question I asked was, who is the most talented basketball player? Now, we have the most athletic That's not exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about who is the most athletic, and that athleticism transfers into being a good basketball player. You know, you said Dwight Howard, but he is very athletic, but at the same time,
he's a shitty basketball player.
He's not a great offensive basketball player. Now, who is the best top 3 that athletically that translates into basketball?
I still say mine.
LeBron, Jordan, and Magic, I guess.
You don't think Wilt?
No. He was just so much bigger than everybody. It wasn't fair.
I don't know.
He didn't have to use so much skill as far as he had to use height.
Okay. I mean, he's definitely way out.
Bang, bang, bang.
Magic, I don't know.
Best 3 ever. LeBron, Magic, LeBron. LeBron, Magic, Jordan. Excuse me.
All right.
Now, another question I have here. What players that are not currently in your top 10 that are playing in the NBA nowadays could possibly make their way into your top 10?
That's a good question. Was it 3 players you said?
No, any players
Any player.
that you think potentially have the potential to jump in that top 10 list.
I used to think it was Andre Iguodala, but he's kind of proven that he can't be the superstar that Philadelphia wants him to be.
Shit, this ass out. Talking about putting in top 10 all the time? Think he had a chance to be in top 10 all the time?
Just players that you think now are playing not in your top 10 already, you know, like Kobe,
That
LeBron, that could eventually build a career to turn over to a top 10 player.
That's tough.
Durant, obviously.
But he's already in the top 10.
No, top 10 all time?
Are you saying all time?
Yeah.
I'm saying all time. This list you have here, how can it change with current basketball players?
Kevin Durant, maybe Derrick Rose, but I don't see that
I
happening.
don't think so either. Think Kevin Love, potentially?
That's tough. No, he's not going to be top 10 all the time.
He had to get some better help or get the fuck out of it.
I love the guy. I'd love him on my team, but
He's putting up some monster numbers early. He's got 25 and 14.
he wouldn't do that on another team.
True. If somebody does split points, I guess he has.
You can't ask me that because that's top 10 has already been solidified. You can't say players.
I mean, he's on my list.
But say 10 years ago, the top 10 was solidified. LeBron was not included in that, but now you would say LeBron is. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have players currently, or maybe coming up.
He's the only one currently that's going to break the top 10 because
I don't think so.
maybe Durant, but I mean it's either. I mean LeBron's gonna do it. We'll see if Durant does it, but he probably will.
Wade was on a high peak and looked like he may have been, but now he's declined. Like
He's not top 10 all the time.
No, he's not gonna make it either. He's probably top 25.
I think LeBron and Durant will crack the top 10 both, but
Yeah, I don't see anybody else. I don't
Nobody
see
else
any
currently.
defensive point guards, no Rose, no
mm-mm.
D-Will, no
Derrick
Chris
Rose
Paul.
may be top 100. I don't see him doing much else.
All right. Well, everybody, that was a good debate. Top 10 NBA players of all time. So we have our disagreements here and there, but it's pretty much solidified. Again, players could come in the future and possibly jump on this list. We'll have to find out. This is a great sports debate. Harris and Boggs.